Study drugs like Adderall and Ritalin are used to treat people with ADD or ADHD. These drugs are commonly overused by college students to increase focus, concentration, and alertness. According to the most recent survey from the Substance Abuse and Mental Services Administration, 6.2% of college students are abusing these drugs. So how do these drugs affect the brain? People with ADD or ADHD have low levels of dopamine in their brain, which results in decreased ability to focus and a constant need for stimulation. Adderall and Ritalin are taken to increase dopamine levels in the brain to improve attention, focus, and planning. They work by blocking the dopamine transporter, causing dopamine to build up in the synapses. People without ADD or ADHD have normal levels of dopamine in their brain. So what happens when they take these study drugs?
Sometimes when I take Ritalin, it makes me feel really shaky and disoriented.
I feel really jumpy, I guess, and it's like having an overdose of coffee and just like really jittery. But it makes me go through my work really fast, I guess. And have some concentration.
I feel like it's making my heart race too much, and that's probably not healthy.
It definitely doesn't have good effects on your body. Like, it makes me feel really jittery. I feel like my heart's pumping really fast. I don't eat usually when I'm on it for like long periods of time, so I guess that isn't good. But I don't know, I don't feel like I guess you could die if you take like a lot of it. But yes, in some sense it is dangerous, but in others it's not like it's not like a life-threatening drug, I guess.
Sometimes I feel like it's dangerous because I can go a full day without eating, and it makes me like my heart race way too much.
I think college students take it because their transition into high school and college is really like, that's not the same at all. Like, there's so much more work in college, so students they're not used to like that much work, so they were trying to get as much work done in as little time as possible. So they think they take this drug, and it just makes them go faster. And it makes them do a lot of work in a little time, which is what everyone should do, I guess.
Students continue to take these drugs because they don't see any harm done. In a survey of 1,800 college students, 81% said that they thought the illicit use of ADD medication was not dangerous. So what can these study drugs do to your body? They can have serious health effects such as cardiovascular risk, increased heart rate and blood pressure, hallucinations, emotional behavior, and irritability. Along with many health risks, the buildup of dopamine can lead to desensitization to natural reward systems like food, romance, and social interaction. These drugs are classified as Schedule II substances and are highly addictive, which is why they shouldn't be taken unprescribed. The reason college students use unprescribed study drugs is because they don't know all the facts. They have a heavy workload and a demanding social life and need an easy way to manage their time. These drugs may seem to increase focus and attention, but they aren't doing anything to help your cognitive ability and could have serious harm to your body during the process. After hearing all the facts, would you think twice about using these drugs?